I would give women in manufacturing. There's so many new machines and applications out there that I would highly encourage that if you have any interest in joining a technical field, getting into 3D printing, that you just find what you're already interested in and see how it applies to 3D printing. If you're into food, they're 3D printing food now. Multi-materials are coming out. If you're interested in material design, you can get into 3D printing. Kind of home hobbyists that are using 3D printing to kind of create their art and distribute their art. If you have an interest, there's probably something you can get into with 3D printing. This is Audrey from The Little Shop of Horrors, and for you film buffs, it's a play, and they also made it into a film. It's basically a cannibalistic houseplant from outer space. I actually printed this guy when I first came to this company. The part was originally gray. We had access to a couple different colors, so I basically dyed him full green, and then I spooned red dye into his mouth to give it a different color, and temporarily dipped the leaves to kind of see what happened, and it turned out okay. It was fun. So we did a project with a kind of a science group, and they were trying to create sensors that would clip onto plants to measure how hydrated they were. That was already an issue, is that we had to attach really small sensors to this thing, and they had to be able to be kind of like welded / merged with the part. But one of the other big issues was mice. And at the time I didn't actually know this, but mice really like eating plastic. Apparently it tastes good to them. So we had to kind of navigate some potential fixes for making it less visible to mice or less noticeable, and so we ended up dyeing them green. Much like a lot of people in college, I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do. I ended up finding that I really enjoyed both the artistic side of the IFTM program, but also there was a technical aspect to like 3D modeling that I really enjoyed, and the animation and rigging. And so I ended up kind of focusing more on that. And I had made friends with some people in business school. And they were like, hey, the business school is having a business fair. And I was like, well, I'm going to be the only 3D person there. But Westwind was there and actually had bought their very first 3D printer. And I had taken some 3D printing courses as well, just kind of as a side hobby. And they ended up picking me up as an intern, and then I got a full-time position here. 3D printing is super fun. You should totally get into it. Also, even if you don't want to use it for fun, you can totally use it to fix a bunch of stuff around your house. So if you need an excuse, there you go.